So hello friends, welcome to IT Full Knowledge YouTube channel. So in this video you will able to know about how you can print the current web page whole content, how you can print the current web page whole content, okay, using JavaScript. And not only this is the practical class part 3, and this is the practical class 3 of JavaScript series. We already uploaded 2 videos on JavaScript from absolute base in English language, so you can watch both of these videos. So in the second part we have discussed about how you can use JavaScript using different ways in HTML web page, and in first part we have also seen so much practical things. Okay, so before watching this video must watch these 2 videos also. Okay, I will give you the link in the description and comment section of this video also. So what we are going to cover, let me just show you a simple program. So here you can see there is a button, and on this button what is written, print this page. When I click on this button, so as you can see here, current web page content is here shown, and we can print it using printer. So here you can see there are print settings, like you want to see more settings, you want which type of page you want paper size A3 or you want paper size A4. So if I click A4, you can see here some changes. If I zoom out and now click on A3 size, then you will able to see. So here you can see changes happening over there. Then you can print it if you have printer, okay, or you can make its PDF. Okay, so let me just do it. So A, B, C, okay, and PDF it will be inside downloads. So I just save it, and if there it comes in the downloads, ABC PDF. Okay, so when we will open this, so what will happen, what the content in the web page, we will be able to view the content. Okay, so hello guys, as you can see current web page is, you can see current web page is coming in the PDF file, current web page content. So it's noted cool and good. So I hope you also can try. And not only this, you will also able to know about something more. So let me just go into the inspect, or click right click and then click inspect, then go to console window. Okay, here you can see 6. Okay, so it is happening or coming here because we, in our code for this HTML page, we use console.log. okay, here we just write console.log. on the console write 2 plus 4, so 2 plus 4 is 6. So this expression is calculated by JavaScript, because this code is written inside script open and script close tag, and this is coming. Okay, so you will able to know after watching this video about console.log. and if I just come here and refresh the page, you can see alert on page load. This alert message is also coming on page load. So how we did that, we also just on body, in HTML body, we just call on load a function alert message, and inside this function we just write window.alert, and inside that we write message, and that message is pop up on the screen. You can see alert on page load. So let me just refresh it. So here you can see alert on page load. Okay, so it is coming from here. So we will see in this video about window.alert or alert, and console.log, and document.write also. Okay, document.write, what is written here, 2 plus 6 in the script tag. Okay, so 2 plus 6 equal to 8. So let me just show you. So here 2 plus 6 8 coming. Okay guys, so we have seen about alert also. On page load we are calling alert message, and this function then just call, and inside it's using this window.alert method, alert message is displayed. We have also seen document.write, we can use is tool for display purpose, like 2 plus 6, so its calculation is 8. Okay, and now we will clear thing about console.log. so if I came here and click, and if I come on the browser and click, if I come on the browser and press F12 from keyboard, from this option also we can go to console. So when I click on F12, console coming, and in the console what is coming, 6 is coming. Okay, so console.log 2 plus 4, if we did 2 plus 8, okay, so what will come, 10 will come in the console window. So let me just refresh it, and now you can see here what is coming, 10 coming. So I hope it is clear, it is for debugging purpose, so we will know all of these in detail. So without any time waste, so let's start this video. So friends, without wasting any time, let's just discuss JavaScript output tab of W3 School. So this is part 3 of JavaScript practical classes of W3 Schools, where we cover each and everything in detail after understanding and analyzing and testing everything from W3 Schools. So today we will discuss about these things. So what we will able to learn after watching this video, what you will able to learn. So first, writing into an HTML element using inner HTML. So basically JavaScript output is the topic. So there are so many different display possibilities, to display content in the JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript can display data in different ways. Writing into an HTML element using inner HTML, like if you are already watched our channel programming videos of JavaScript, last 2 videos, you already know, like document.get element by ID from the whole web page, get that element which ID is, like whatever the HTML element has a ID, so just access that element using this JavaScript method, and then inside its HTML, inner HTML, just set the content. So this we will able to learn. After that we will be going over writing into the HTML output using document.write. So how you can write, something into the using JavaScript, how you can just output something in the HTML code, okay, in the HTML. So how you will did that, we will do that, so you will see that also. Writing into an alert box using window.alert. So as you have seen our example, so this alert is coming. So many people write code alert bracket in string, whatever the message or whatever from anywhere variable coming. So we can use window.alert also. So window is a global scope object, so it is accessible everywhere. That's why we are just call alert and pass any message, and this message display comes. You can also use window.alert also, okay, because it is accessed globally. That's why you are able to write alert and it just display. Okay, so we will see that also, and after that we will discuss about how you can write into the browser console using console.log, and it is mainly used for debugging purpose, like whatever value is coming inside our object when we work professionally. So what value is coming, sometimes ID not pass when we edit data, so something not coming or something coming in which format, what we need to convert it to. So many things you can just check using console.log, value is coming or not, or which data type. So many things are there in JavaScript, so we will see that also. And what you will just see at the start, we just print the whole web page content just using click on button, then we just print the whole document using JavaScript. We can print it like using, you can print PDF or anything, so we will see that also. So many things guys you already familiar with, so many things you will know in this video. Okay, so let's just start it. So this thing we have already seen. So first we are going over using inner HTML to access an HTML element. JavaScript use a method document.get element by ID, and inside its method it pass the HTML element ID. Let's suppose we have given paragraph a ID, okay, PID equal to para1, and p open close, and inside that something written in the paragraph. And then in JavaScript, if you will just from the whole document, whole web page, get that element which id is whatever the HTML element id dot inner HTML equal to, we just set the content if you watch our previous videos. So what is id in this example? Like we know from the whole document, JavaScript will identify from the whole document, from the whole web page, use that method get element by id, which element want to get or access, HTML element, which id is whatever id we pass here in the HTML content. Okay, so we will just pass that id in the double quotes and it will accessed. So what is id here? So id attribute defines the HTML element. So as you write p id equal to para1, so using that id JavaScript is able to identify like which attribute define the HTML element, like which HTML element we are applying something or accessing, after that we are doing something. The inner HTML property defines the HTML content. So if you know, watch our previous example, you already know, just document.get element by id dot inner HTML and equal to whatever you will set, it will set inside paragraph or heading, whatever, on whatever HTML element you will give id. Okay, so let's just see the example. So HTML body and my first web page and paragraph and p id equal to demo. So this is a HTML element. Okay, and inside script, we already discussed in the last video about different ways of using JavaScript, so must watch this video, that video also. So we are just using JavaScript in the body section, using script open and script close. From the whole document, from the whole web page, get that element which id is demo, so accessing or getting this paragraph, and it inside its HTML content we are setting, assigning 5 plus 6. So what is 5 plus 6 is 11. So in document what will be write? 11. Okay, so let me just do it for you. Okay, so just come here and control V, then just go to file, then click on save as. So here you can see, you can just write program inside double quotes. Okay, and then you don't need to change file extension from below HTML or something like that. You just need to write in the double quotes and it will work with the extension. Okay, so let me just give the name JS output .html. Okay, let me just save it. So we just save it, so just run it, and go to this, and here click on inside, just select all files, so HTML file also will come. So which is the page you want to run? JS output. Right now we just write and click on open, and here path is coming, just click run. So as you can see here guys, my first web page in the heading, then paragraph, my first paragraph, here what is coming? 11. So 11 is coming. So inside HTML, so inside paragraph, what is set? 11, 5 plus 6. So from the whole document, from the whole web page, get that element which id is demo, so accessing that paragraph from the whole web page, and inside its HTML content, as we already read about it, inner HTML is HTML content. So inside its HTML content we are just assigning, and JavaScript can do calculation also. Okay, so 5 plus 6, it is coming 11. If I write 5 plus 16, what will come? 21. So let me just come here and refresh it. So here you can see 21 is coming. So I hope it is clear. First example is absolutely clear. Changing the inner HTML property of HTML element is common way to display data in HTML. So if we want to display data in HTML, we can just use inner HTML property. It is a very common way. Okay, now we will discuss about document.write. It is very interesting. So for testing purpose we use document.write. Okay, for other purpose if we use it, it maybe cause some issues. What are the issues? You will just get to know right now. Okay, so before just going into deep, first let's look at a easy example, then we will just talk about it, why it is used for testing purpose only, and why we should use it carefully, and just for testing purpose, not any more work. Okay, so doc type HTML and body and paragraph. Never call document.write after the document has finished loading. It will override the whole document. So here you can see inside the script tag we just write document.write and we just calculate 5 plus 6. So what will come? 11. Okay, and then body, then HTML. So let me just do it for you. Okay, so what we will do, so we will just write document.write and 5 plus 6 because nothing is extra. We will comment this line. In JavaScript we can give single line comment using // okay, so what we will do, we will just do document.write, and what we will write, we will write 5 plus 6 or 7, whatever you want to give. So 5 plus 7, 12. Okay, so let's just come here, and what is coming? 12 is coming, guys. Okay, 12 is coming. So document.write, what it does, like we write it in the script tag in the JavaScript. So JavaScript identified it and write the calculation expression result into the document.write, write on document. Okay, so it writes on the document. Fine. So here is no issue. Okay, we write document.write and it displays. But when issue will come, let's just see. Important note: using document.write after an HTML document is loaded will delete all existing HTML. Okay, so in this example we will see it. So here is just button, and on click we are doing it. Okay, document.write 5 plus 6. So what will happen? HTML content will not be there. Okay, so we will do it. So let me just remove it and comment it. Okay, this is not JavaScript, this is HTML. Okay, inside it is right. If we want to comment it, we need to do it different way. Okay, let me just come here, and we know HTML comment, but we can use shortcut also. Okay, so what we will do, we will just select and Control KC. Okay, fine. So what we will do, guys, so now we will just do one thing. So here we are just using a button, type equal to button, and on click what I am going to do, I am going to document.write, and inside it what I am writing. So inside this we are writing 4 plus 7, and then button will be closed, and it will delete previous HTML. Okay, so just save it, and when we will click on button, what will happen? This heading and paragraph will be lost. So refresh, it will delete previous HTML. Just click here, and here you can see what is coming. 11 coming. 11 why coming? Here you can see 4 plus 7, 11. So on click we are just writing document what to write, 4 plus 7. Okay, so we are just displaying it, and now we are on button click we are doing it. Okay, and we are just loading it in the body. Okay, you can see the point also. So I hope it is clear, like we have just write document.write on click, and when we click on button, this will override the whole HTML which is used before. So here you can see document.write method should only be used for testing. Okay, and above we write that note also, using document.write after an HTML document is loaded will delete all existing HTML. So we already see that also. Okay, now we will see about window.alert. So you can use alert box to display data. we can use alert box to display data. So let me just show you. So what we will do, script window.alert, and what we will write, 5 plus 5. Okay, so what is 5 plus 5? 10. So let me just come here and refresh, and here you can see 5 plus 5, 10 coming. Window.alert we are using method. Okay, so it is displaying the message. So it can do calculation, like it is written inside JavaScript, so it can calculate. So if you want to write your name also, that also you can do. Hello friends, I am Atul. Okay, you can do that also. Just save it, and because it is a string, so pass it inside double quote. So here you can see hello friends, I am Atul coming. So you can customize it. Okay, fine. So you can use window.alert method to alert or display something on the web page. When we use it in real world, whenever data is inserted, we can just show here data inserted successfully or user registered successfully, something like that, or use it inside bold or heading or something, color, something, anything you can do. Or you can use bootstrap models also. So in some way you can use it, and sometimes you can use it for testing purpose also. If some value is not coming, so what is value coming? So window.alert just pass the variable. So let me just show you another example where b equal to 6. Okay, now if you want to print the 6, but you want to check the value what is coming in the b, so here we just pass b6. sometimes it come dynamically, so we just pass the variable name and it will alert whatever inside this variable. So this is also used in checking also, testing purpose also. Okay, so let me just refresh it. So what you can see, 6 is coming. Why? Because b value is 6. So here you can see where b equals 6, window.alert b. Okay, let's just go to important point. You can skip the window keyword, like we write in our example window.alert b, right? So we can skip window keyword also. Why we can skip it? Let's just understand it. In JavaScript, window object is the global scope object. In JavaScript, window object is global scope object, means its scope is globally. You can access anywhere window object. That means variable, properties and methods by default belong to the window object. So because window is global, so alert is inside, it's a method. Okay, inside window object alert is a method. So because window is globally accessed, so alert you can directly call. So that's why if you just remove window dot from here, still it will work. Let me just come here and just refresh it. So here you can see still that 6 coming value. Why? Because window is globally accessed. Okay, and inside it there is a alert method. So because window is globally accessed, so alert is inside that method, so you can use it. Okay, so that means specifying the window keyword is optional. So we already see that. We just remove the window dot here from here and it will alert it. Now let's just see the using console.log. So for debugging purpose, we can call the console.log method in the browser to display data. So for debugging purpose it is very helpful. Okay, so let me just show you. It is very easy. Okay, let me just come here and what I will write, just command the alert line, and on console.log what to log, just write b. Okay, so in b value is 6, so value will come 6, but remember alert will not come this time. And what we need to do, either right click and click on inspect. Okay, then click on console, and here you can see 6 is coming. Why? Because b value is 6 and on console.log we just pass the b. Okay, so that's why 6 coming. So if you want to access another way, you want to directly access console, not just right click, go to inspect, then console, there is shortcut also. Just press F12 from your keyboard. Okay, just F12. So here you can see it is directly coming into the console, and here you can see 6 is coming. So I hope this is also clear. If you want to see the changes, you can change the B value, 98, and it is used for testing purpose also when you want to check what value is coming in any variable or any object in real world. So it is very helpful. So 98 is coming. So why 98 is coming? Because here we write 98, and on console we are just logging that value. Fine. So I hope that point also clear, for what purpose we use console.log. Now last and very important, JavaScript print. So JavaScript does not have any print object or print methods. Okay guys, so JavaScript don't have any print object or print methods, so we can't print using JavaScript. So you can see here, you can't access output devices from JavaScript, like speaker or printer, you can't access it. So how we just print that using JavaScript? Let's just see the main thing. But the only exception is that we can call the window.print method. Only exception is that we can call the window.print method in the browser to print the content of current window. So current window content we can print using window.print method. So inside window object there is a print method, so it will print the content of whatever displayed in the current web page. So here you can just see the code, just HTML body and heading or whatever you want to give, just button on click equal to just window.print method we call it, and it will do everything. Okay, so let's just go to code and do it. Okay, so let me just remove all the extra code. Okay, so what I will do, I will just remove the extra code, whatever not needed, so that it will not confuse you. Okay, fine. So what we will do, we will just write button on click, we are just calling window.print method, and it will print the web page. Just save it and come in the browser and refresh. So here you can see print the web page coming button, just click here, and now you can see whatever, like when you use printer, if printer is connected, just print and it will print the page. And here there are so many settings, and here you can see the content which we write here: my first web page, my first paragraph, print the web page, my first web page, my first paragraph, print the web page. And here you can see there is like all pages you want, or custom you want to give which page you want to print. So many settings, all these things come, or you want to change page size also, A3, A4, and in the start we already show you can download PDF also. Okay, so A4 just print, and here guys you can see a lot stuff. So here PDF coming, you can, if you want to download PDF or anywhere in any work, if not getting code, you can get server side code also. Okay, but in urgency you can give any name and just save it, and this PDF will be inside the location. So let me just save it inside the music. Okay, so I have just saved it inside the music. So let me just go into the music. Okay, so let me just go into the music. So here you can see PDF, and whatever is coming inside our page, that is guys will be in the PDF. So here you can see 7 April 2021 jsoutput.html. So guys, I hope you really like this class, and really give a thumbs up and like and comment and subscribe for more updates. Thank you so much for watching our video.